Everyone's butt catching. No one starts spouting. Getting dressed, I got to go out in the soggy rain without mowing my daughter's yard, and the wheel came off the lawnmower, and I got to take it to the shop because I had the guy could have maybe helped me with it, but he couldn't work as a team. He had that wheel right in place where we could have got that tire back on the wheel, and I said, wait a minute, I'm going to go get a tool. And he couldn't wait. You ever work with people like that? You're teamed up with somebody. As a team, you get something in a certain spot, and you need one tool, and somebody has to run and get it. By the time you get back, they wouldn't wait. Sometimes they do figure out another way, although the tool would have done it too. Well, a lot of times, not waiting for you to get back and rushing it, they screwed it up. Now the tool won't work, and you got to do something entirely different, a lot more work, because they just couldn't wait. Is that an employed team? No, it ain't! They ought to be fired on the spot. That's bad. I'd fire you on the spot. Ever find out that happens to you in your maker's afterlife and your dream shaper? I'll find those scenes in your life and ravage you for that. In fact, I'll ravage somebody. See, in the old days, you know what I did? I'll tell you what I used to do, and I reminisce doing it, and I got a lot of trouble for it. At the same time, it worked for a long time. You screw around with something priceless, you get something priceless yours screwed around with. I don't come after you at all. You mock things priceless to you, get it. Tit for tat. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I like the system. It's a very sympathetic system. It doesn't exaggerate anything. It forbids exaggeration. When you hurt precious things, to come and hurt you is an exaggeration. Wrong. In fact, to hurt anything precious is an exaggeration. So to keep it eye for eye and tooth for tooth, where there is no exaggeration at all, in any report, in any response, no exaggeration. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. Not a bad system. You couldn't have any grudge in it. Does eye for an eye and tooth for tooth have grudge? Absolutely not. Most incidents have nothing to do with grudge. They don't. The original thing the grudge goes for, 99% of the time, is the female asking you for love, give you a position, a grudge with her, and you do it. There's nobody more grudge on this globe than female. Look at how you dress them and what you put them through. Grudge. Why? Her not loving me. You jerk, your job to love her. And you carry out your grudge. You wreck eye for eye and tooth for tooth. The grudge doesn't belong anywhere, and you're in the position to love. Not her! Up here! In here! Right here! Dummy! She can screw up all she wants and she can't hurt you, and you're getting even with her. Why? That's what I want to know, and you don't even know. You've never considered that, have you? Males of the globe! Want an afterlife judgment, do you? I'll go through your experienced little teeny mammal like a hot cake in about 3 seconds, and you'll sit in the corner because there's some real issues here that you would not address that are taking your experience and mashing it. And I ain't got time to fool with you. Do you understand me? Know your place. Is it getting to you yet? Has it? My job is to get to you. Am I doing it? Because you're priceless, and you forgot it. Now I've got to remind you how priceless you are. You're priceless. Keep that well in mind. And that's my whole point. You would say, priceless! With a giggle and a laugh in my toothless mouth. Are you ready? You're priceless, and I know how, once you understand how priceless you are, whew! I'm going fishing, and I hope with Mr. Bush. And we ain't going to talk politics. We ain't going to talk anything about that. Nope. We're talking about fish. Just fish. Well, there's a lot of things to talk about when you go fishing. You really don't get into each other's lives at all. Once in a while, you reminisce something and learn from the lesson. That's it. Laugh at it and move on. Talk about fishing. Is that what you'd do if you went fishing with Mr. Bush? Talk about fishing? I think that'd be a pretty cool conversation with him. I bet he knows a lot about it. What do you think? Or he learned from, had a lot of fishing trips as a kid. My dad didn't take me when we went. My dad took me to ball games, things like that, though he did. A grumpy old fossil that people remember cruel. I remember some nice things he did with the family. Yes, I did. He did. Took me to the Akron Soapbox Derby. It was a cooler pop than I remembered while I was going through it. I remember it now. Like a lot of things here, I reminisce them in 2020. Man, what a privilege. Glad I'm getting out of it. No, I couldn't do that again. Man, I'm glad I got to go through it in some ways, and I'm sorry I did, because it leaves me with a sour taste as well as a sweet one. Both tastes are in my mouth. And it's all sweet. How the hell the sour got there is beyond me. I'll never will figure it out. How about you, as you reminisce your life? How about the end? Mine could be over any second. I ride a bike. As long as you ride a bike, no matter what age, keep your life reminisced. It's a nice place. Stay alive, stay out of the way on your bike. Take off the spandex. Use it as a casual invention. Experience momentum and have a good time with it. Stop once in a while and smell all the roses you can get your hands on. I don't care if you're late or not. Ride a bike, be late. That's what I always say. Smell a rose. Reminisce. Stay out of the way. Stay alive. Ride a bike. Stay out of momentum. If you're on a bike and there's faster momentum around, get out of its way! Use your bike like a wheelchair and use the bus. Use your bike like the wheelchair for the bus. Make the bus convenient using the bike. And use the bus and demand a lot better at it. So you don't have to use the bike to use the bus anymore. Then there's no bikes. When the bus is everywhere where it belongs, nobody has a need for a bike. The only reason the bike is all everybody's way right now, because the bus ain't where it belongs. Convenient and frequent. The bus is 30 years late for its presence. All the funding and roo-ah of the bus. Look at this. Light rail, you're a snake. You're a transportation snake. You don't have the vision of public transportation, and you need fired. Everyone in public transportation, except the driver and the service department, fire ya! If you put up the stops and post the stops, fired! All asset from the manufacturer and everybody selling to public transportation. That, yay driver, which needs about 5 million more till you get down to rickshaw state. Public transportation is rickshaw by now, port to port. Why ain't it? A wonderful one-wheeled advice. Really, you sit in the back, have a gyroscope, one wheel, driver up in front, wham! And there ain't nothing else on the road. Just public transportation. Why not? Bond measure system, pay for it easy. No problem. Why ain't it working? Vision. And the attackers want their lifestyle and luxury that don't belong there. Anybody in public transportation, why in God's name do you have a luxurious lifestyle? Why? This is the air mandate emergency vehicle, you idiot. People working in, it's like going to rescue somebody on a mountain. Snowstorm. And you're sitting in luxury. Why? I'd make you wear an armband. And very publicly, you could not stay inside more than 1 hour a day. And you'd be out in front of everybody with an armband. Because way monarchs handle things. The reaction. Looking for the reaction. Always looking for the reaction.